Guys, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to remember when we're doing and working on compositions, no matter whether we're doing it by hand or on the computer, is to always go off the page and decentralize your work. That means don't stay away from the center. You don't have to center everything, and go off the page to add interest. So other thing is that we want to create variety with our composition. I'm going to play around with some of these shapes and maybe add in a couple of more, but play around with these shapes and colors and make a quick composition, and let's see where we go, because at the very end we're going to fill in our framed border which we made earlier. All right, guys, let's see where this is heading. You can easily make a shape and then change its color if you've made it using the vector shape tool. So if I've made a shape and want to change this color to one of the colors that I've already designed and picked, I can do so very easily by going to my fill color, going to my color picker window, and if I click on any one of these other colors, I can now change that triangle to purple or blue, or this darker blue, and I can keep changing that just by clicking on. And when you do that, you're actually sampling color from different areas. You can even pick some from this lighter area or even this white. Let's try white just to shake things up. I'm gonna hit OK. Let's see where this goes. All right, guys. Okay, so I have this composition. I want to change and play around with the opacity of things. Remember, everything is on its own individual layer, so it's always good to play around with different things, especially if they're overlapping, and it really offers you a good chance to get color mixing involved. And once you do that, you're kind of set in creating a new and different composition. That's when things start to create movement and space, and you're not just dealing with flat color. So try opacity. All right, I'm pretty set as a solid design. I want to make a top layer. I'm going to create a top layer to make my frame, my white frame around this, because right now I still have this as blank and I want to cut off these edges here. Now I have my guides available. I have a new layer. I want to go to my rectangular select tool, and I'm going to select that area that I've provided with my guides. But look here, I'm still on fixed size right there, and I need to change that to free. Make sure it's set to free, and then reselect that area, that open box area. And now I can select the inverse of that. And now I have the border selected by itself. And now I can fill this with white. So I need to change to default colors. That's the letter D on your keyboard. And then change this for foreground color. I need to switch that to X. And then I can do Option Delete and fill that with white. Now look at what has happened. I've cut out all the border that I've made. Of course, I could have made this border at any dimension I wanted to. I've made it kind of thick all the way around, And now I can see how this has changed the composition. Do I want to change it even more? Do I want to move things around? Is anything bugging me? And right now, I think I'm going to keep it. But I just want you to know that you can most certainly change your shapes around and adjust as needed. But that's how you create a white frame around everything, and it really grounds everything and cleans up everything, especially if you have shapes that go off the page. It adds interest, it grounds, and it also frames everything really nicely. Okay, guys, let's do a couple more of those, and I'll see you next time. Take care.